Hello, I'm Oscar Brand, inviting you to hear something quite different today on the world of folk music.
I've slung my guitar o'er my shoulder, and I've wandered this country around. And the tunes that I've heard in my journey have sung up a wonderful sound.
The World of Folk Music is brought to you each week at this time as a public service on behalf of your Social Security Administration. Today, the Meg Welles Quintet joins your host, Oscar Brand, as we explore the world of folk music and learn about the protection you're building for yourself and your family through Social Security. If you employ a household worker and pay her $50 or more in a 3-month period, you are required by law to report her earnings and to share the responsibility of paying Social Security taxes. More details on this law in a few minutes. Right now, here's Oscar Brand.
A rich old miser married me. His age was 80 years and 3. Mine was only 17. I wish his face I never had seen. No sooner had he got me home, he began to shout and moan. He beat me and he whooped me too, till my poor back was black and blue. Well, early next morning I arose, after putting on my clothes. Before another word was said, I broke my ladle over his head. Then he began to shout about, but I was young and strong and stout. Before he got from out of the bed, I busted my ladle over his head. So all you girls who are going to marry, among the housing things you carry, wherever you go, whatever you do, always carry a ladle or two. A rich old miser married me. His age was 80 years and 3. Mine was only 17. I wish his face I never had seen. So all you girls who are going to marry, among the housing things you carry, wherever you go, whatever you do, always carry a ladle or two.
That's a fairly old folk song, sung and played pretty much the same way it's been sung and played for many years. But when a research-oriented singer with a remarkable vocal quality gets together with a jazz-oriented arranger-conductor, well, then you're going to get something else. And you'll hear what I mean right now as we present the Meg Welles Quintet with their version of We'll Roll the Blues Away.
We'll roll those blues away. We'll ride along together, spreading happiness and joy. We'll ride along together, spreading happiness and joy. We'll ride along together, spreading happiness and joy. We'll roll those blues away. If the devil's in the way, we'll roll right over him. The devil's in the way, we'll roll right over him. The devil's in the way, we'll roll right over him. We'll roll those blues away. We'll ride along together, spreading happiness and joy. We'll ride, spreading happiness and joy. We'll ride along together, spreading happiness and joy. We'll roll those blues away.
And there you have the Meg Welles Quintet, and we'll roll the blues away. And here we pause to say, welcome, Meg and Company.
Thank you, Oscar, on behalf of myself and the group, particularly our arranger-composer, Fred Carlin.
In a few moments, Meg, Fred, and the group will be back. But now it's time for our feature attraction, presenting at practically no cost to the management,
Roy Swift
and Wallace Kendall
of the Bureau of Old Age and Survivors Insurance, with the information about Social Security you've been writing for. Roy, let's start your turn with a letter from a housewife in San Francisco. She says she's heard that she should be paying Social Security taxes for the housekeeper she employs, and that if she hasn't, she'll be socked with a heavy penalty. Is that true?
Well, here's what the Social Security law says. If you pay a household worker $50 or more in a 3-month period, Social Security taxes must be paid on her earnings. You can deduct half the Social Security tax from her pay, add an equal amount of money, and send the total collected, plus a report of her earnings, to the District Director of Internal Revenue.
And about the penalty, it's true. But even more important is the fact that if you are not taking care of collecting the Social Security taxes and making a report of your household employee's earnings, you are depriving her and her family of the kind of Social Security protection you are getting through your husband's earnings. That's why you should get in touch with your Social Security office at once and get all the information plus the forms you need to ensure a secure future for your help and to make sure that you are not breaking the law.
Now, if any of our listeners need more information about Social Security for household workers, ask at your nearest Social Security office for a free copy of booklet number 21, or write to the World of Folk Music, Social Security Administration, Baltimore 35, Maryland. Remember, the number of the booklet is 21. But strangely enough, the number in our quintet is 6. 6 musicians. But 7, if you count the voice of Meg Welles.
And we certainly do count it, Oscar. In many of our arrangements, Meg's voice is utilized almost purely as a musical instrument.
And Fred's arrangements often call upon the 6 musicians to play as many as a dozen instruments.
Well, then quintet is kind of an understatement, isn't it? But enough statements. Let's hear some of your music.
All right, we'll play a 16th century tune from Scotland, Weel May the Keel Row. It's still very, very popular with the Scottish people. I had to translate this for myself. It means, well may the boat row. And it's a lovely tune, Weel May the Keel Row.
Stole my heart away. He'll dance the fling so lightly. He'll hold me oh so tightly. 'Tis true, were he not mine. Weel may the keel row, the keel row, the keel row. Weel may the keel row that my laddie's in. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, nonny, 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 no. Like my Bonnie lad from Dundee town, he'll go no more a-roaming through the Dundee gloaming with any lass but me. Weel may the keel row, the keel row, the keel row. Weel may the keel row that my laddie's in.
our thanks to the Meg Welles Quintet, the 7 of them, for We'll May the Keel Row. Now back now to the Oscar Brand Quintet, and to wind up today's program, a rather singular rendition of The Hole in the Bucket, in which, however, I will play 2 parts.
There's a hole in the bucket, Mariah, Mariah, a hole in the bucket, Mariah, a hole.
Why don't you plug it, dear Georgie, then why don't you plug it, dear Georgie, dear George?
With what shall I plug it, Mariah, Mariah? With what shall I plug it, Mariah? With what?
With a twig you must plug it, dear Georgie, with a twig you must plug it, dear Georgie, dear George.
With what shall I cut it, Mariah, Mariah? With what shall I cut it, Mariah? With what?
With a knife you must cut it, dear Georgie, with a knife you must cut it, dear Georgie, dear George.
But the knife isn't sharp, Mariah, Mariah. The knife isn't sharp, Mariah, not sharp.
Why don't you sharpen it, dear Georgie, then why don't you sharpen it, dear Georgie, dear George?
With what shall I sharpen it, Mariah, Mariah? With what shall I sharpen it, Mariah? With what?
With a stone you must sharpen it, dear Georgie, with a stone you must sharpen it, dear Georgie, dear George.
But the stone is too rough, Mariah, Mariah. The stone is too rough, Mariah, too rough.
So why don't you smooth it, dear Georgie, why don't you smooth it, dear Georgie, dear George?
With what shall I smooth it, Mariah, Mariah? With what shall I smooth it, Mariah? With what?
With water you must smooth it, dear Georgie, with water you must smooth it, dear Georgie, dear George.
In what shall I carry the water, Mariah? In what shall I carry the water? In what?
In the bucket you must carry the water, dear Georgie, in the bucket you must carry the water, dear George.
But there's a hole in the bucket, Mariah, Mariah, a hole in the bucket, Mariah, a hole.
That was The Hole in the Bucket. And this is Oscar Brand, reminding you that you can address your Social Security questions to the World of Folk Music, Social Security Administration, Baltimore 35, Maryland. Don't forget to drop us a note.
I've slung my guitar o'er my shoulder, and I've wandered this country around. And the tunes that I've heard in my journey have sung up a wonderful sound.
The World of Folk Music, starring Oscar Brand, has been presented transcribed by the Bureau of Old Age and Survivors Insurance to acquaint you with the benefits Social Security provides for you.
There's sadness and joy set to music, the story of life in a song. I guess we'll just keep on a-singing as we go a-traveling along.